Today, I thought about just doing something a little bit differently. Maybe just have a conversation with you guys. So you could call this episode Conversations with Daisy Doll. I'll be hitting you with the real stuff, with the hard truths, straight no chaser. It was just like, this is a topic that needs to be talked about. Okay, so the topic is friendships during COVID. I feel like there are a lot of friendships that caught the coronavirus. I mean, I don't mean to laugh about it, but you get what I mean though. You have to get what I mean. Yeah, I feel like a lot of friendships during COVID caught the coronavirus and nobody's talking about it. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to be the one to air this out and, so that other people can feel comfortable airing it out as well. I feel like the pandemic really tested our patience, our time, our determination, our interests, and it tested our friendships. Okay, it tested relationships with family, or I'm sure people who were in relationships, like, I'm sure it tested that as well. But the one I'm specifically going to talk about is friendships. So like platonic friendships, right? Just a lot of friendships hit differently during COVID. And I just feel like a girl doesn't have the patience for this shit. A lot of friendships caught the COVID-19. Some of these friendships are still in the hospital trying to get resuscitated as we speak. Some of these friendships are still in quarantine right now. Like, it's really bad. Like I said, some of these friendships are currently in the hospital right now, under quarantine, trying their best to just regain the life that they had before they caught COVID. These friendships are in the ICU. The doctors are doing their best to see what they could do to bring these friendships back to the health that they were before COVID. Or maybe even better health than they were before COVID. But right now, it's not looking good. So, I just thought, you know what? I should make a video about this. Something about this pandemic affected, just generally speaking, the way people think. It affected the way they handle things. Because COVID affected people on such a mental level, emotional level, physical level, it ended up sipping into the friendships or relationships that they had. Prior to the pandemic, prior to the friendship having COVID, everything seemed pretty smooth. The friendship seemed to survive, thrive, regardless. Like, things weren't coming up that really totally just like effed up the friendship, right? And people were just able to like chug along, But I feel like with the introduction of COVID, a lot of people nobody has time. Nobody has the etiquette anymore. Nobody has the patience. Nobody has, maybe the tolerance that they had. It's just changed, because of the pandemic. Okay, so when I mean etiquette, saying people have just lost their etiquette on how to speak to people, on how to communicate, to your friends. People have lost the patience of how to deal with issues. When I say that, I just mean there are some people who, because of the pandemic, because of all the things they've been through, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all that stuff, the way they would have handled, the friendship prior to the friendship having corona is just totally different. It's as if people have kind of lost, the ability to just be honest, the ability to just say, you know what? Yeah, that was actually wrong. The ability to just say, yeah, like this is actually the issue that I'm having, and just be straightforward about it. I definitely want to consider that there are things that also change in people's lives. And when you haven't seen them in so long, and, they've been struggling behind the scenes with COVID, like with the effects of it, in terms of the mental, physical, that stuff. It's like when you then, interact with them, it's almost like they lost their marbles. It's almost like they forgot like how to act. It's almost like they forgot how to be. The only other thing I could think is maybe that's who they were all along, and COVID just kind of brought it out. That's another theory, right? I think I'm going to be having these mini chats. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Where I just, pick a topic out of the hat. And I feel like this is something that other people have gone through. Granted, there are friendships that were born out of the pandemic. There were friendships that were strengthened during the pandemic. There were friendships that blossomed, that brought joy, right? So those are, friendships that, everyone needs to be thankful for. But if your friendship caught COVID, if your friendship, caught the Delta variant, oh my God. I mean, that's the worst, right? I think it's important for people to just be mindful. Like, yeah, what am I doing, right, on my end that could be giving my friendship COVID? And, maybe, what, I don't have the time right now or patience to actually figure it out and deal with it, right? Let's just all be honest with each other. And sometimes you do. Sometimes if the friendship means enough, you will find a way. And honestly, sometimes you just need to step the F back and just give it time to breathe. Like, that also happens. Like, leave the friendship in quarantine, right? And just let it breathe for some time. Let it heal, right? Like, hopefully it heals, right? Hopefully it doesn't just, but anyway, that's it for me. That's my mini chat. My mini chat. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys had any friendships that caught corona, during this pandemic season from 2020 till now, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me know how you dealt with it. Let me know if you just had to take a break, or if you went out in the streets and doled it out. I want to know. But anyway, I think I'm going to watch the sunset real quick, and I'll insert a clip of that. But until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye.
You're all alone, and I really wish you'd just pick